Hey guys, I'm Shelby Rollins with MasterVocal.com. Today I'm going to show you part 2 of the video before about what is a break, and now we're going to learn how to repair it, how to get the bridge to build between the two parts of our voice, how to connect. Now, if you've ever heard your voice crack in the middle of a song or slip out of gear, if you will, in a vocal exercise, this one's for you. I want you to take your thumb and press behind your chin bone where it's a little bit soft, right behind the bone. And then once you've pressed your thumb in there, I want you to swallow. And when you do, you will feel a muscle tighten up and pull down. This is called your digastric muscle. This is the muscle that's very efficient at swallowing and eating and drinking, things like that. That's its purpose. What it's not intended for is singing. So this muscle is the one that we are really trying to go after and disengage. Now, we have to have something else to do instead, because just now because you know about that muscle doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be really good at disengaging it, because it's pretty strong. You've built probably a pretty long history with that part of your voice, with that muscle. It takes a while to undo some of that muscle memory. So we're going to replace it with something proactive to do instead. And that is a muscle that if you were to think about your vocal cords like this, like my two fingers vibrating against each other representing my muscle of my voice. And as they vibrate, I want another muscle that comes and puts a gentle, friendly lateral squeeze right here. Much like what you hear when a newborn baby cries. The "Oeh, oeh." That is called your arytenoid muscle. That one, good news, never has to let go. We've sometimes forgotten how to use it. So I want you to go with me into a little bit of like a retrospective and cry like a baby. Pretend to be a tiny baby or a toddler or something that's whiny and activate that muscle coordination. Honestly, sometimes there are some muscles that are really only activated through an emotional place. So if you can pretend to be a baby, it will help you. Give me that "Oeh, oeh," and really feel the cry that comes from holding the breath, resisting the airflow that comes out. So you're not trying to say "wah, wah." That doesn't sound like a baby at all. You got to really activate that emotion that gives us compression. That's what this muscle squeezes. Brings compression together. Now you can over squeeze, but don't worry about that right now. Find the muscle first. "Wah, wah." You could even try another syllable like "no, no," like a little bit of an older child might do when they're whiny. When we get to be adults, we become sometimes a little bit more in control of some of those emotional outbursts, and sometimes we lose access to the muscle. So come back to it, find that cry, and what you'll start to notice is, one, your range begins to connect, because when you're not thinking about how high you're singing, you usually are able to sing higher. And if you're mimicking where I am, wah, wah, you're about an E flat F up there in your register. For male and female, that's going to be in your mix and pretty high in that mix. And when you slide it down, it's not slipping out of gear and cracking back to get to the bottom. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, wah, wah. You feel the grip, you feel it hold together, versus wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 where it's going to break and fall apart all over the place. There's no grip involved. So we're trying to activate this muscle. We're trying to disengage this one. And as you activate the compression, you will start to naturally stop relying on this one. And then you can begin to test it. Press your thumb back in here and go, wah, 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 and see if it's starting to release even just a little bit. That is a sign of progress.